Hello and welcome back to Testing Sobriety Mounjaro UK, and I'm Claire. I am here talking about mostly my weight loss experience with Mounjaro, which is a GLP-1 medication, and this is week 8. So this is my 2 months of taking Mounjaro. This is my update. We're going to talk about weight loss and how I experience the food, what do you call it? It's not, people say food suppression, but it's not, obviously it's not food suppression, it's appetite suppression. And also I had a bit of a taxing few days where I was a little bit upset, and how that kind of affected things as well. So we will start with what I've been eating. I feel like my calorie intake was a bit too low this week, because as I said in previous weeks, I don't want to massively rush weight loss because I really don't want to damage my metabolism. I don't want my metabolism to slow down, and I want to maintain as much muscle as I can. And bloody hell, it's a gorgeous day. It's sunny, the sky is clear. I think there's a tiny little dots of fluffy clouds in the air, but it is a bit breezy. And obviously this hair is candy floss. It's just like getting in my mouth. I always start the week, so far on this 2.5 milligram dose that I'm still on, I'm taking 2.5 milligrams out of a 5 milligram pen, and that makes things a lot cheaper. So that's what I do. I'm not recommending that you do that. Only do what you are comfortable with and what you know to be safe for you to do. But yeah, I took 2.5 milligram out of my 5 milligram pen, and I took that on the Thursday night, which has been my usual night for taking it for a little while. I did extend 1 week once, and then I kind of cut it back, so we were back to Thursdays. So I took it, and the next day the appetite was very, very minimal, and it always is the case for me that the next day I wake up and I wouldn't say I feel nauseous, but it's verging on nauseous in that I feel fine, but if I think about eating, I feel a bit like, I don't know, I don't really fancy it. So the first few days, the appetite suppression was really strong, and I would say that my calorie intake was only, as normally is for me, between 1,000 and 1,200 a day. And I know that I increase my calories as the week goes on, so I don't really worry about restricting too much. And it's not really that bad for me anyway. I'm 5'4", and my starting weight was 11 stone 11. And last week I didn't lose anything, just to keep you in the picture. Last week I more than maintained, like I gained like 0.4 of a pound or something, which I just took it as a maintain, because really I only want to look at the pounds, not the points, not the ounces. So the food suppression, as I said, it's not really food suppression, was really strong. And then I had something upsetting. It's sorted now, so I won't go into it, even though I am known as Overshare Claire by a certain person. I'm not going to go into it. However, I had 3 days of being really upset about something, and that meant that even though normally on those days my appetite would have come back, I had very, very low appetite. Let's wait for the aeroplane to move past. So because I was upset, I found it difficult to eat. I still did. I ate, but I was sort of like nibbling on a mini Baby Bell. I had a yogurt, and I was just putting little tiny bits in my mouth. It took me ages to get through it. And I wasn't counting calories because I was also away from home. So my best guess is that for a couple of those days my calories probably did come in at under 1,000. Although, because I was with family, we did get a Chinese on the last night, and by this point I was starting to feel a bit better. Like, it looked like things were going to be resolved. So my appetite eventually, by the end of the day, where I probably had literally starved myself for a few days, my appetite suddenly was quite raging by the time it came to eat that last night, the Thursday night. So I did eat an okay amount of Chinese. It wasn't the amount I would eat if I wasn't on a GLP-1. I would eat a lot more. I would say it's probably the amount that a medium-sized child might consume, and not a greedy one. But yeah, enough. It was enough. And then I also had some leftovers to take home. We shared out the leftovers, and I ended up eating some of the leftovers last night. Now, Chinese food is very, very high in salt, so we're going to come back to that in a bit. So yeah, overall, 2.5 milligrams is definitely still working for me. It's suppressing my appetite enough, but I enjoy the last couple of days. Normally, when I'm in an emotionally regulated state, I can really enjoy the last couple of days of feeding myself a bit more. And so I'm sticking with 2.5, but I have been teetering. This week, I started to think there's more to GLP-1s than simply appetite suppressant and making you feel full, slowing down that digestion. There are other factors involved. It apparently has anti-inflammatory properties. I think it has some sort of hormonal regulation thing going on with it. And obviously, I mean, it works for people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes. It regulates your insulin production, and those things I think the insulin aspect can help you lose fat quicker than not having it. So I've been completely absorbed by what I can feel the drug's doing, which is the appetite suppressant and the slow digestion, and completely forgetting about the other positive attributes of the drug, and that it could potentially help me lose weight more efficiently, better, quicker, maybe. Not that I'm in a massive hurry, if I was taking more. So I have been considering that, and I am considering that, but I did take my jab last night, a day later, because of being away. And obviously I was worried beforehand that that extra day I would be really hungry and that I might fall off the wagon and stuff loads of naughty stuff in my gob. But obviously with the upset, that didn't actually happen, and it wasn't something I needed to worry about. And obviously when you're going through anything, you don't even care about what you're eating or losing weight or anything like that. It's like all of that doesn't even matter at that point. So anyway, all of that to say that if anything, I underate this week, but I did finish on 2 nights eating high sodium Chinese food, and that's why I think I only lost £1 pound, because I'm potentially holding on to water. And I say that fairly confidently because I did get on the scales midweek last week, where I only lost, or where I didn't lose anything, did I? Where I gained that little tiny bit of a pound, I felt confident that that wasn't a true weight, that it was just part of the fluctuation. And so I did weigh midweek a couple of times. The first time I weighed earlier in the week, I lost £1 pound. And then the second time I weighed, I woke up, it was one of those days, I've mentioned them before, you know when you wake up and you feel skinny? It's something, you just feel skinny, you feel like there's less of you, you feel like, I always feel like I've got to get on the scales, I just know that I've lost weight. And I had one of those days, midweek, I can't remember what day it was now, but it would have been before Wednesday. It would either have been Monday or, did I go? I went on Wednesday, so it would either have been Monday or Tuesday, I think. So I woke up feeling skinny, I got on the scales and I lost quite a lot. I was down to 10.9 pounds. And so I'd lost like quite a few pounds. I mean, I'm weighing in 11 stone 1 at the last weigh-in, I think, or 11 stone 2. I can't remember. But I was 10 stone 9.5 pounds on this midweek midweek weigh-in. So I think that was potentially, I might have been dehydrated, you know. That might not be a true weight either. It's probably somewhere in between what I weighed on the actual official weigh day and that weight. Somewhere in between was probably more of a true representation. However, that's why I feel that, yes, I've lost a pound this week, which I'm happy with, but I do think that actually maybe next week when I weigh myself, I think I might lose a bit more than a pound potentially, because yeah, I was lower midweek and I definitely didn't overeat. Absolutely didn't overeat. And although I wasn't doing much of my, while I was away, I wasn't doing much of my sort of weight exercises. I did do a lot of steps. So I moved every day, and yeah, got in, I don't know, 1,400 or 14,000. 14,000, must have, yeah, 14,000 steps. Really enjoy walking. I was in Nottingham, really enjoy walking along the river. So that was really good. I did do exercise and I didn't eat much. So to only lose a pound, I think is probably, I'm carrying a bit of water weight or something. But even so, totally happy with that because it's still going down. What else? I haven't done body measurements because I can't be bothered. I will probably, maybe I'll do those in another couple of weeks. I do want to talk about a Nonscale victory that I will show you a picture or a video, maybe here. And this is a play suit. So that means like a shorts and top all in one. If you're a boy and you don't know what that is, you probably do. And I bought this, I would say 10 years ago-ish. I was younger. I feel like the outfit is for a younger person, but I do like it. It's cute. And even when I bought it, it wasn't that flattering. I was still, probably not that dissimilar to my starting weight now. Maybe a bit heavier than I am now, but a bit lower than my starting weight on Mounjaro. But it was okay standing up and holding your stomach in with heels. It looked lovely. I bought it to wear on nights out, and I think I only wore it once, maybe twice. And then when you sit down and your stomach goes out, it goes up your fanny. Hello, yeah, my name is Claire and I overshare. Anyhow, long story short, you can see that I'm wearing it in the clip, and I did have it on eBay for quite a while. I didn't want to let it go for next to nothing, and I had it on eBay for quite a while, but it is pretty and I now can wear it. It looks good. I think it's not, my stomach's not sticking out anymore, so it's not as unflattering as it was. It's not the kind of outfit I really have anywhere to wear it to, because of the lace detailing at the front. It feels like a nighttime outfit, but it's not, I don't really go out partying or anything, but I do think it's a nice little evening holiday outfit. So I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll wear it on my next holiday, who knows. But that's my Nonscale victory. I can wear that and I think it looks quite good on me. Hello darling, and pussycats come over to say hello. Good to see. I don't know if people can. I have no clue if you just saw my pussy or not, because you can't really tell. Yeah, so just to confirm, my current weight then is 154.8 pounds, and that works out at 11 stone. I think we're at 11 stone 0.5. Let me double check. I did Google it. I know you could easily do the mathematics. However, yeah, I am 11 stone 0.05 of a pound. That 10 stone something is so elusive. It feels like it's taken forever to get there, and I was midweek last week, but that's not an official weight and I can't count it. Once I am 10 stone something, I am celebrating. I'm treating myself to either a massage or a facial or reflexology, something like that, and I think I deserve it. So hopefully, with any luck, that will be next week's weight. It will be that first mini goal achieved. And yeah, what are my plans this week? I am going to France. So last week was visiting my dad and his partner. This week, on Monday, I'm heading to France. We're doing a little road trip, so we are stopping at one place en route to my mum's, and we're going down to my mum's, who's in about the centre of France. We've got 2 days at my mum's, and my brother's going to be there with his son for one of those days as well, which is nice. And then we are heading back. We're going to stay over in Rouen for one night and then back to Calais to get the ferry home. So a little road trip. I won't be counting calories, it's too difficult to do that when you're away. So we shall see. I have my jab in my system. I'm not one of these people that want to skip a jab for holiday. It's the last thing I need. My history with eating on holidays is not good. It's a recipe for disaster. As much as I enjoy scoffing amazing food abroad, especially Greece and Italy, not so much France. I'm not into all those weird things like frog's legs and snails and the smells in the supermarket when you get near the meat. Yeah, so France isn't that tempting for me. Italy though, pizza, yes, all day long. I could eat pizza every day in Italy. We are going off cusp. So yeah, in France, maybe if you want, I'll do a little bit of a vlog my week on Mounjaro in France. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see, and I'll try and get a little bit of footage of France to make it a bit more interesting than my plastic grass, as you can see there. That's all then. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, do give it a like and give me a subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you are also taking a GLP-1. How are you getting on? Whereabouts are you? And I will see you in another one. Bye.